The world of American sports witnessed a historic moment in 2014 when Michael Sam became the first openly gay player to be selected in the NFL draft. His journey not only challenged established norms in professional American football, but also paved the way for a broader discussion about inclusion and diversity in the sport. This is an account of Michael Sam's extraordinary journey, from his turbulent childhood to his lasting impact on the American sporting and social landscape. Michael Allen Sam Jr. was born on January 7, 1990 in Galveston, Texas. His childhood was marked by adversities that few could imagine. Growing up in a large, dysfunctional family, Sam was the seventh of 8 children. His home environment was anything but stable. 2 of his brothers have passed away, 2 others are incarcerated, and Sam often slept in a family friend's car during high school, seeking refuge from the hardships at home. Despite these initial obstacles, or perhaps because of them, Sam found in football not just an outlet, but a path to excellence. In high school in Hitchcock, Texas, he distinguished himself as an all-around athlete, playing both defense and offense. His dedication and natural talent on the field did not go unnoticed, and soon universities began to take notice of the promising young man. The University of Missouri offered Sam a scholarship, an opportunity he grabbed with both hands. During his time with the Missouri Tigers, Sam flourished not only as an athlete but also as a student and individual. He became one of the pillars of the team's defense, demonstrating a rare combination of strength, speed, and instinct on the field. In his final year at university, the 2013 season, Sam reached the pinnacle of his collegiate career. His stats were impressive: 11, 5 sacks, and 19 tackles for loss. These numbers not only led the Southeastern Conference, SEC, known for being one of the most competitive in college football, but also earned him the title of SEC Co-Defensive Player of the Year. To put that into perspective, the SEC is often considered the training ground for future NFL stars, and Sam was at the top of that elite group. While his career on the field flourished, Sam was dealing with an internal battle. Throughout his college life, he gradually came to terms with his sexuality, sharing his identity with teammates and close friends. The acceptance he found among his peers at the University of Missouri was a testament not only to the inclusive culture the institution had cultivated, but also to Sam's strength of character and leadership. In February 2014, just months before the NFL draft, Michael Sam made a decision that would change his life and potentially the course of sports history. In an interview with ESPN, he publicly announced that he was gay. The statement sent shockwaves through the sports world and beyond. Here was an American football player, about to enter one of the most masculine and traditionally conservative sports leagues in the world, openly declaring his homosexuality. The reaction to Sam's announcement was varied and intense. Many praised him for his courage, seeing him as a trailblazer who could help break down barriers for LGBTQ+ athletes in professional sports. Others expressed concerns about how his presence would affect locker room dynamics and NFL culture. Some analysts speculated that Sam's decision to come out could negatively impact his draft chances. The 2014 NFL draft became a time of anxiety and anticipation not just for Sam, but for millions of people who saw him as a symbol of progress. As the rounds went by and his name wasn't called, the tension grew. Finally, in the 7th and final round, with the 249th overall pick, the St. Louis Rams selected Michael Sam. The moment Sam was selected became instantly iconic. Cameras captured her emotional reaction, including a kiss with her boyfriend, an image that was widely circulated and discussed. For many, it was a moment of celebration, a sign that professional sports was becoming more inclusive. For others, it was controversial, highlighting the long way it still had to go in terms of acceptance. Sam's NFL journey, however, would be short and challenging. He participated in the Rams training camp, but was cut from the team before the start of the regular season. While this is not uncommon for players selected in the later rounds of the draft, many wondered if the decision had anything to do with Sam's sexuality. After being cut by the Rams, Sam had a brief stint on the Dallas Cowboys practice squad, but never played in an official NFL game. He subsequently signed with the Montreal Alouettes of the Canadian Football League, CFL, in 2015, becoming the first openly gay player in that league as well. However, after playing just one game, Sam decided to step away from professional football, citing concerns for his mental health. Although Sam's professional football career was brief, his impact on the sport and society was significant and lasting. He opened doors and started conversations that were long overdue in the world of professional sports. His courage inspired other athletes to be true to themselves, regardless of the possible consequences for their careers. In the years since his departure from professional football, Sam has become a vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and mental health. He openly shared his struggles with anxiety and depression, helping to destigmatize mental health issues among athletes. Their experiences highlighted the unique challenges faced by LGBTQ+ athletes, from the added pressure of being a symbol for an entire community to the stress of navigating an environment that isn't always welcoming. Michael Sam's legacy in the NFL and sports in general is complex. For one thing, he didn't have the successful league career that many had hoped for. On the other hand, its impact transcended the field. He forced a national conversation about homosexuality in men's professional sports, a topic that was often avoided or ignored. Since Sam came out, several other professional athletes have followed his example. In football, players like Ryan Russell, who came out as bisexual in 2019, have cited Sam as an inspiration. In other sports leagues, athletes like Jason Collins in the NBA and Robbie Rogers in MLS have also broken barriers as openly gay players. The NFL, in part due to the visibility brought by Sam, has made efforts to become more inclusive. The league has implemented diversity and inclusion training programs and has publicly supported LGBTQ+ causes. In 2021, NFL player Carl Nassib became the league's first active player to come out as gay, a moment that many saw as a direct continuation of the path blazed by Michael Sam. However, progress is not always linear. While visibility and acceptance of LGBTQ+ athletes has increased in some sports, prejudice and discrimination still persist in others. Sam's story highlights not only the potential for change, but also the obstacles that still exist. Michael Sam's journey also raises important questions about the intersection of identity, talent, and opportunity in professional sports. While some argued that his sexuality negatively affected his chances in the NFL, others pointed to his limitations as a player. The truth, as is often the case, probably lies somewhere in between. Sam's case illustrates the complexity of evaluating athletic talent in a context where implicit and explicit biases still exist. In addition to his impact on the world of sports, Sam's story has had broader ramifications on American society. His announcement and subsequent draft selection came at a time of significant change in attitudes toward LGBTQ+ rights in the United States. Just 1 year after Sam's draft, the U.S. Supreme Court would legalize same-sex marriage nationwide. The visibility of figures like Sam in mainstream American culture has played an important role in changing public opinion on LGBTQ+ issues. The media played a crucial role in Michael Sam's story, both positively and negatively. On one hand, coverage of her story helped increase visibility and understanding of LGBTQ+ issues in sports. On the other, the intense scrutiny and constant media attention added an extra layer of pressure to a young athlete who was already facing significant challenges. The way the media framed Sam's story also raised questions about how LGBTQ+ athletes are portrayed and discussed. Sam's sexuality often dominated discussions about his athletic abilities, a phenomenon that many LGBTQ+ athletes continue to face. This highlights the need for a more balanced and respectful approach to covering diverse athletes. Sam's impact extended beyond the borders of the United States. His story resonated in sporting communities around the world, inspiring athletes in many countries to come out and challenge the norms in their respective sports. In countries where LGBTQ+ rights are still limited or non-existent, Sam's story served as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of sport to drive social change. Michael Sam's experience also shed light on the importance of support systems for LGBTQ+ athletes. The support he received from his teammates at the University of Missouri was critical to his ability to come out publicly. This highlights the need to create inclusive and supportive environments at all levels of sport, from youth leagues to professional level. Looking to the future, Michael Sam's legacy continues to influence the world of sports. His courage paved the way for a new generation of athletes who can be true to themselves without fear of repercussions. However, his case also serves as a reminder that there is still work to be done. The true measure of progress will come when an athlete like Sam can be judged solely on his performance on the field, without his sexuality being a factor in the discussion. Michael Sam's story is ultimately a story of courage, resilience, and change. He faced adversity from a young age, overcame seemingly insurmountable obstacles, and, in the process, helped change the face of professional sports. Although his NFL career was brief, his impact will be lasting. As the world of sports continues to evolve, Sam's story remains a crucial reference point. She reminds us that progress often comes at a personal cost, but also that courageous individuals can catalyze significant change. Sam may not have become an NFL star, but he became something perhaps even more important, a trailblazer whose courage and authenticity helped pave the way for a more inclusive future in sports. As we look to the future, Michael Sam's story invites us to reflect on the power of sport as a force for social change. She challenges us to continue working towards a world where all athletes, regardless of their sexual orientation, gender identity, race or origin, can compete in an environment of respect and equality. The road to true inclusion in sport and society can be long and challenging, but thanks to pioneers like Michael Sam, we are closer to that goal than ever before.